Today we got some more Sonic Frontiers news, and some good one, at least I hope. I have not seen it myself yet, this is just what I was told. So in case you're new to this, if you have not seen the first two reaction videos, Sonic Frontiers finally showed off gameplay, what, like 2 weeks ago now, and it was absolutely atrocious. It was like the worst way to show off a game that we're excited about. It was so bland, there was nothing there, it was incomplete, it was not a good look for the game. And then the next day, and the next day, and the day after that, they started showing off good stuff. You know, I've seen pieces here and there, and the game looked a lot better. From everything I was told, the game is a lot better than the initial reveal. I don't know what happened there, but I feel like Sega and everybody else needs to look into it, because if a game actually is not as bad as it actually looks, that first reveal, IGN should be held accountable, because holy shit, they dropped the ball with that. If it's true, like I said, I have not seen this gameplay yet, but I was told by the homie Fidel, big shout out to Games Cage, that this is a lot better, and to basically react to this. So I'm gonna go look at this now and see if the game looks any better than it is. Comment section below if you have seen this, or if you've seen this for the first time. Let me know your initial thoughts for this and what you personally want to see with this game when it comes out in 2023/end of the year. I think 2023 is the release date. Yeah, I don't really know when it's coming out. I know it's coming out within the next year or so. But let me know what you want to know, or what you want to see with this game as we get closer to the release date. So right off the bat, we only have 5 minutes here, but I assume this is enough to be life-changing, and then compared to the initial gameplay, it's going to be like, wow, like this game is great. So let's see what we got. If you already seen this, let me know your thoughts down below. If you watched it for the first time, also give me your reactions as well. Okay, so what we got. Okay, I gotta pause for a second. I don't know if I'm just not remembering originally correctly, and I know the first gameplay to show was like a very, very early build of the game, but this sounds more right. It sounds weird to say, but it sounds more right. Like, it sounds more, if I close my eyes, it absolutely sounds like a Sonic game, whereas the last gameplay that I saw, the sounds weren't quite there, if that makes sense. Am I tripping? Let me know your thoughts about that down below. So we still got the same robots. I like the variety of robots you have too, from what we said so far. And also, that robot can get it. Wait a minute, why that robot built like that? Okay. My man's lost all his rings. Come on, bro, you gotta play better than that. Ooh. Okay, that was dope. That was dope. Whatever you just did, you mixed that robot into mashing every button that they have in a console. Oh my god. You know, they gotta be upset about that move right there. You broke that robot's ankles, literally. Got a little gear. I assume that gear probably goes towards upgrades and stuff like that. Yo, speaking of upgrades, I saw on Twitter, I don't know how true this is, you can correct me down below if you know anything about this. I saw on Twitter somebody mentioned that it was like a rumor that the game featured a customization slider that kind of caters to how you play. So you can actually, in theory, make Sonic move a lot faster than he did in the gameplay that we saw the other day, as well as potentially this. Is that true? Does anyone know anything about that? If that's a real thing, I'm down for that. Let me know your thoughts down below on that, if that actually is a thing. All right, so we got a little ground dildo with a little ring. I can make a lot of jokes here, but I'm not going to. This is gonna be someone's first time watching my channel, and the first thing they hear is just ground dildo, like, rhyme. Come on, bro. Okay. Again, this is kind of just focusing probably on the variety of robots and enemies they have in this world, which is kind of cool. The enemies are kind of whatever. I'm not really sold on them yet. I'm also not familiar with this. Obviously, we grew up with the enemies in the Sonic universe that we've seen, so seeing this and it being a bit different is like foreign, to the point where you're like, do I like this yet or not? But like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Also, I need to see Super Sonic in this. I absolutely need to see Super Sonic in this game, which I'm sure we're gonna have. It's kind of like a staple to these games at this point. I wonder how repetitive some of these boss fights will get. Okay, so I'm going to assume, again, those gears probably go towards customization options and stuff like that. So we're about almost halfway through. I mean, my initial reaction halfway through is it definitely looks more interesting. Way more interesting. And it makes me wonder why they didn't show this first. Like, I get that was early build stuff, but if you have newer stuff coming out, screw the deadlines, push them back, and show us the better stuff. I guarantee you showed us this first, we would have been so much more excited. The amount of people who probably saw the initial gameplay and their view of this game is tainted to never want to come back to it is probably like pretty high at this point. So, I don't know. Sega or IGN, somebody messed up there. And I hope that people see this gameplay as well before they make the final decision whether or not they want to follow this game when it comes out. This is giving me a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 feel right there. Okay, so this is kind of similar to what we already saw in the initial gameplay. Like, I already mentioned how much I love the climbing in this. It makes me really want a Knuckles, like DLC or Knuckles as a playable character in this game, because like, I want to be able to just glide around as Knuckles. Like, that'd be just fire. You know, I mentioned this in the initial, I keep pausing this, I'm sorry. I mentioned this in the initial reveal that I just love games that let you like climb various objects and kind of like observe the world you're in. You know, I love doing that in Skyrim or even games like Toy Story 2. It was just fun to do. And being able to do this, I'm definitely a fan of. I mean, but I also mentioned that in the initial reveal. That was like one of the pros that they had when I initially saw Sonic Adventure, oh wow, Sonic Frontiers 2 weeks ago. It's pretty big. The world still looks a little bit bland, but like, it looks way better. I assume there's no fall damage. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And I guess there's no fall damage, or unless you have to do like a little trick before you land. Why just get some more vibrant? I'm gonna assume that this game has like dynamic weather and like day nighttime type of thing. And we're seeing this right now in the clear stage. I love that in games. Nah, you got me sold. This is definitely it. We have 2 minutes left. This is definitely it. This is definitely looking a lot better. I'm excited for this, to be honest. I'm down. That was fire. Again, I'm not a big fan of the enemies yet, but I'm sure the backstory will probably have us more interested when we, you know, actually play the game. But I would love to have more alive bad guys. That makes sense. Like not like alive because they're robot, but like more vivid and Sonic Universe-esque. That makes sense. This is cool though. I love the exploration aspect of it. And then we got some more puzzles here, I assume, right? It's gonna end here in a second. We're gonna get very little here, but I've seen enough. This is one of my pros in the initial reveal. I love the puzzle that they had in the game. I love doing that in games like, you know, Breath of the Wild. And by the way, based on seeing the sun setting here, I feel like this kind of confirms that there's like a dynamic night and day aspect to the game. And I love it when games have that. Ooh, the camera though. I feel like the camera might be annoying, but I feel like every game like this, the camera usually is kind of like whatever. Okay. Puzzle solved. Did it just become daytime? Or is it still going to become nighttime? I can't tell. It's about to end here in a second. And I think we already seen this, didn't we not? I think we have. No, we haven't seen this, but we've seen this area. Oh, very mature, Sonic. Just draw a wiener into the ground. Ha! Very mature, bro. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, I guess that's it. And I'm flabbergasted why they didn't show this first. Like, one of the worst things we can do as gamers or as people is look at a product that's not finished and then judge it. And let's be real, we all done this at some point. I know I've done it before. I did 2 weeks ago. To be fair, in my defense, I did say this is early build and fully, you know, the final version of Frontiers will look a lot and play a lot better than what we're currently watching. This is me 2 weeks ago. But now after seeing this, I'm just like, why did they show this? Whatever deadlines you guys have to like wait for or meet, you should just push it back, man. The amount of people that are gonna only get to be exposed to that gameplay, the first one, and be like, you know what, I'm good, I have seen nothing else, is probably a good amount. And then you drop this. If you would have dropped this to begin with, people would have been so excited. Come on, man. I don't know what's screwed up. I don't know if this is like an IGN thing or Sega, but I'm more excited, personally. Now, comment section below, I would love to hear from you guys. Does this make you more excited for the game? Do you want to keep up with it and just kind of see what happens as we get closer to the release? Or are you still basically in the same boat with the game? Give me your opinions down below. You know, everybody's welcome to speak their thoughts. Be nice to each other as always. Something I would love to see is definitely more. Number one, I'm curious to know how the music is, because Sonic games are always known for the music. And I know I mean music before. I love the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. Let me be clear about that. You know, I remember a couple weeks ago I had a conversation on Twitter that made it sound like I hate Sonic music. I don't. I love Sonic music. It's not my favorite. That was what the initial conversation was. But back to what I was saying here, I want to hear more music stuff for this as we get closer to release. And 2, I would love to play as Knuckles. You know, give me more characters in the Sonic universe to play as, because that world, imagine being able to fly around, or I guess glide around as Knuckles looking for pieces of the Master Emerald like they did in Sonic Adventure 2. That'd be hype. Give me that. But outside that, I don't really know what else I want. I feel like I kind of saw enough. I am not the biggest fan of the enemies so far because the robots seem so bland and they look like, you know, like when you look at like a early version of a game, you just see polygons. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. They're just unfinished polygons with no like skins to represent what the characters look like. But for all we know, once we actually play the game, we'll see the actual story, and then maybe we get more insight and lore on the characters, which make you like them more. For now, I'm not a big fan of them, especially when you look back at past Sonic games. Because if you look at the enemies in the Sonic universe, they stand out for enemies in the Sonic universe. This ain't it. For now. Again, I'm very open-minded, and I want to see what the actual story is as we get closer to the game and actually play the game whenever it comes out in the next year or so. But overall, though, I'm way more excited now than I was before. So I was wrong. I was definitely wrong, and I'm happy I'm wrong. I even said it last time. I hope I'm wrong. And here I am 2 weeks later, wrong, and I'm happy I was wrong. This is exciting. This is fire. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited? Like I said, if you're hyped for the game, feel free to comment down below or hit that thumbs up on the video. And we'll just follow the game as we get more news over the course of a year. But for now, I'm sold. That's all I need to see. That's all I need to see. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.